Now I'm so fine. You look at me when I say I'm not emotional. I haven't cried for days. I run in pace. I'm so fine. Do you see me through? I don't mind it. You don't want the truth.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am finally going to be getting into my master bedroom closet. Me and the kids went grocery shopping this morning, and while we were looking around, I had went through like the storage aisle and I had seen a new like shoe rack for in here. And I have something in here where I keep my shoes right now, but it wasn't made for shoes. Maybe it was, but they don't fit in there very well, and I just don't really like it. So while we were looking, when I came across that, I was like, I think I'm gonna get this. And then I was kind of getting excited about coming home and like getting the motivation to come and do my closet. So it's a little bit late right now. It's like 1:45. So I don't have a lot of time before I have to start dinner, but I just have the motivation. So I'm gonna attempt to come in here and declutter my closet as fast as I can. I did bring my little kitchen timer in here, but I'm gonna put it on for an hour. So when the next hour's up, I know that it's been an hour and I have about an hour left before I have to start dinner. My closet has ended up kind of becoming just like the catch-all for the rest of the house. Any other projects that I have going on in the house, anytime I've decluttered like another room, I don't know, anytime I just didn't want something out in the rest of the house, I would just kind of bring it in here and put it in my closet. And so there's a lot of stuff that I need to take care of. I also keep like stuff that's going to Goodwill. I keep that in here too. And so I need to go through that. We need to drop some stuff off at Goodwill. And I need to go through my clothes. I do have a pile of clothes on the ground in my closet. Just stuff that as I'm like going through my clothes lately, I've been like, I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't want this. I'm not gonna wear it again. And then as we go through, I'll show you guys, there's some stuff that is not exactly sentimental, but I haven't wanted to get rid of. So I will show you as we go through, but I'm just gonna come in here and we are gonna try to speed declutter, and I'm gonna see how much I can get rid of. So I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna get started and finally take care of my closet. Okay guys, the first thing for today is just pulling everything out of this closet. I just wanted to take everything out so I could see what was in here, and then once it's all out of the closet, then I'll try to make sense of everything that I'm pulling out. And if you made it past my intro, I just wanted to say hello. My name is Diana. I am a stay-at-home mom of 3 kids, and I started my YouTube channel to make friends and motivate other moms and homemakers. And if I'm lucky, maybe someday I can also help bring in a little bit of income from YouTube. I know that it won't be much, but I do have that itch to help bring in a little bit of income, and staying home is definitely more beneficial for us. Nico works for UPS and he works really, really long days, and it's very like physically taxing on him. He works out in the heat and it's so hot. Like for instance, today it's like 112. Tomorrow it's supposed to be like 115. And obviously it's not like this the whole year, but a large part of the year it's extremely hot and they don't have AC in the trucks, and he comes home and he's just beat and so tired. And it's just a trade-off with UPS. UPS is a great job, they pay well, but the trade-off is that he's gone a lot and his job is physically hard. I'm very thankful that I get to stay home. That way I can really help take care of the house and take care of the kids, and I can homeschool and take care of the food and all that. So when he comes home, he can relax, he has a meal waiting for him, and he devotes so much of his life to work, and I can be here holding down the fort and helping out in that way. But I get the itch to work, and I just wish that I could help. Like, I'm sure we all feel like that. Like, you just wish you could find that solution that could help make your life easier financially. And so I'm always racking my brain, and we'll talk more about it in just a little bit, like the other venture that I tried to do. But yeah, do any of you who stay home, do you ever have that itch and just wish that you could, be bringing in some income for your family too? Okay, so this is kind of where we're at right now. I went ahead and took most everything out. I need to come in here and vacuum. I'm gonna take this out. That's what I had my shoes in before, but I don't like it, so I'm gonna get rid of that and do the shoe bench. It's actually a shoe shelf. It's not a bench. It's just a shoe shelf. So a shoe rack. I'm gonna put the shoe rack in here, and then I'll slowly start bringing everything in. But I wanted to come in here and take most everything out so I can physically go through each thing and see if I want it to go back in here or if I want to get rid of it, or I don't know. I need to look at everything again, but I wanted to come in here and clean. But I wanted to show you guys some of this stuff that I pulled out. That's just laundry, but that's my Cricut stuff. This is stuff that I thought should go to Goodwill. So I'll need to go through it again and make sure it's not trash. But I'm gonna go through the clothes, some old baby items, go through everything, see what can actually go to Goodwill. This is a box of stuff that's going to Goodwill. But I wanted to show you guys this stuff. So I've been hanging on to this since I tried to do like my little bakery thing. I did do like a little craft fair, and I had sold like cookies and stuff there, and Nico made me this like menu sign. So I've been hanging on to it because I just wasn't sure if I was gonna try to do it again, but I haven't done it. I can't even remember if it's been a year or 2 years now, but it's been a long time. I still haven't done it, but it's such good quality. Nico did such a good job. So I haven't wanted to get rid of it because it's so cute, but I think I'm just gonna get rid of it now. But this was the little stand that the sign hung on. So I don't know, maybe I'll put it on OfferUp, see if anybody wants it, because it's really cute. These were like my little signs and stuff when I would sell in the front of the house. And then Nico also made me these. I'll see if I have a picture for you guys and I can show you like kind of how I had my little booth set up. But Nico also made me these little boxes, and I haven't wanted to get rid of them either, but I don't think we have use for them. So maybe if he can find some use for it in the garage, maybe we'll keep them. I am gonna keep some of my packaging because I do still package my stuff sometimes. I have a neighbor who still likes to buy stuff from me, so I'm just gonna keep all this kind of stuff because it's, you know, you can totally use it for holidays and birthdays and all that. And then I also have these grow lights, and I think I'm just gonna get rid of them. I have like 2 more somewhere in here, and I haven't grown anything from seed in a couple years, so I think I'm just gonna get rid of those. And it's another thing I've just been hanging on to because they're expensive, so I don't know, but I think I'm just gonna get rid of them. If I get the itch to grow anything again, then, you know, I'll buy some more, I guess. But yeah, this is everything I pulled out. I'm just gonna try to quickly go through everything and see what we're gonna keep. So I'm real quickly putting back everything that I know I'm going to keep. These boxes here are the kids' sentimental boxes. So each kid has one, and inside I have like their hospital bracelets and different little artwork and just little things that they've done, or maybe birthday cards, different things that they've gotten, so that they each have their own little box. And someday, you know, we can look back at the different little special things. And this is what I decided to do with my packaging. I did find use for one of those wood crates. And now I'm gonna start going through everything that I pulled out of the closet, all the little random things that I just never found time to deal with. I'm gonna go through all that stuff, condense, combine, just declutter and reorganize. And then we're gonna go through all these clothes and find out what's good, what can actually go to Goodwill, and what's trash. So I had tried to do my home bakery back in, I believe it was December or like November of 2023. And I had got my name registered so I could legally do business as a different name. And then I had my cottage food handler certificate so that I could legally sell food to people. So I had done all that. I had, made my banners and got my Venmo set up. I did that basically just for around that holiday season of 2023. And then it kind of rolled over a little bit to the beginning of 2024, and I had a few family friends that bought stuff, and that's kind of it. It was a little more work than I had thought it was going to be when I first started. Matt was still kind of small, and I just had so much going on with homeschool and everything. After I actually tried it and started doing it, I realized that it was a little too much work, but maybe someday in the future I might try it again, because I really do love to bake, and I would just love to bake delicious things for people. But yeah, it didn't work out, and I guess I'm just being honest with myself at this point that there's no point in hanging on to this stuff. It didn't work out, and it's okay. And if I ever want to do it again, we can come back and revisit. So now that I had done most of the decluttering, I wanted to come in here and start cleaning. So I did a really quick vacuum, and then I'm gonna start wiping down these baseboards, and they were pretty gross. I've never wiped these down, so it's pretty obvious. But I gotta say, I've been so motivated. Like, since I have kind of like a cleaning channel, I've just been noticing more and more spots that I don't clean, and so I want to thank you guys for that. My house has been much cleaner. Yeah, I'm gonna come in here and wipe these walls down, and then I am gonna have to take a quick break, and I'm gonna make dinner really quick. We made pizza this night, and I'll show you guys really briefly. It's only gonna be like maybe a minute, and then we'll get back to the bedroom. So the kids had been bugging me for pizza one day, and when Nico came home from work, I was telling him, I'm like, oh, the kids want pizza. And he's like, that's so funny, because I was just thinking that today. I really want some pizza. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make pizza tomorrow then. So this day I did take the kids to the store, and we got some stuff to make some pizza. And so I quickly made the pizza dough, and I've just decided that when we want to go out to eat, I'm going to see if we can make it at home. And I know that's kind of extra, and it can be a lot of work, but I really hate spending the money on going out to eat, and a lot of the time I feel like I'm disappointed. So if I can do it, I'm gonna try to do it at home and save some money, and then just know that it's a little bit cleaner than if I had bought this from Little Caesars or Pizza Hut or whatever. So we did have pizza. One large portion was for me, Nico, and Nikki. She likes hot stuff, so we did olives and jalapenos on that side, and just a plain pepperoni and cheese on the other, and I served it with a little green salad, but it was so delicious. So it is a little bit later now. I stopped to make the kids dinner and all that, but I'm gonna put this together really quick. Hopefully I can put it together really quick, and hopefully I like it.
Is this all an illusion? I'm getting deluded, can't keep up with the rhythm of it all. I gotta figure it out right now, 'cause I know what you need.
So I am not a high heels type of girl, even though I have 3 pairs here. The ones on the left I actually wore on my wedding, and I was a lunatic. I don't know why they were so tall, but I definitely don't wear anything like that. But I hang on to those because they were from my wedding. And then the other 2 pair, I do like them. I think they're 2-inch heels, and they have like the wide heel, not like a pointy heel. So those are my go-tos. But I have a black pair and I have a light pair, and any event that I need to go to for the rest of my life until they break, I will have those to wear. So maybe I need them once a year, if that. But yeah, I definitely don't wear high heels. I'm a sandals girl. Then I went through and picked up all the trash, and I was just gonna kind of clean this up for the night so that we could go to bed without a huge mess.
In the middle of it all.
And this was the next morning. I wanted to finish going through my clothes so that I could declutter those and get those put in the Goodwill bag. So I went through my pants. I had some maternity pants I was hanging on to. I don't think we're gonna have another kid, but we'll see.
The feeling lingers on every day of every month. Wishing I just could forget about you. The weight upon my bones makes it harder to move on. Oh, baby. Don't think that I'll ever forgive myself for losing you, or for losing you. Left our love up on those dusty shelves. Can't forgive myself for losing you.
Okay guys, so now we're on to day 2 of decluttering my room. So I did have that big pile of stuff out there, and our plan was originally just to take it to Goodwill. A lot of it. Some of the stuff we weren't gonna be able to drop off at Goodwill, but a lot of it we were. But it kind of pains me that sometimes shopping at Goodwill, their stuff is kind of expensive, where it's almost the price that you get it, buying it at Walmart. And so I don't love to take my stuff there. I usually try to do offer up and put it up for free if I really don't want it anymore, and I'm just gonna drop it off at Goodwill anyways. And so we had the idea to, tomorrow morning, it's gonna be Saturday, we will do a free yard sale. Yard sales are pretty popular in this area where I live, and so we'll just put some signs up and it'll be free. And then that way, if there's anything people want to take, they can come and get it for free, versus taking it to Goodwill and then making them buy it later. Because I really would love to give it away. Since I'm just going to give it to Goodwill anyways, I'd rather just give it to people. So we are just going to try that tomorrow, and then anything that doesn't go tomorrow, we will take to Goodwill. We did take the clothes though, just because I feel Goodwill will probably be a better place for the clothes, because they'll be sorted by size and all that, and then so we did take the clothes to Goodwill, but the rest of the stuff that's worth giving away will be out tomorrow, and then we'll see if the neighbors will come and take any of it, and then whatever we don't give away we'll give to Goodwill. So let's go ahead and get started, and we're just gonna finish up the room.
I don't wanna leave you scared. Hurting and move swiftly. We can hold the line out there. Fly, Duncan, fly.
The free yard sale was a hit, and basically everything we put out there was gone. The only thing that didn't get taken was the baby changing pad, but I was really happy and it felt good to give it away for free. So I don't know how you guys feel about plastic hangers, but this is all me and Nico have ever had. But we do have mismatched and different colored hangers. So I did buy some more black hangers, and I'm gonna change all of our hangers finally to black. And it just cleaned it up a lot in here. I feel like it looks a lot better having just the one color of hanger. After I finish up in here, I'm gonna move on to my nightstand, and I'm gonna clean, declutter, and organize that. It's been a long time since I've done that.
Reaching like a brother's hands, carry us beyond the border. We will find you where. Fly,
top drawer of my nightstand is where I keep my sentimental things. I had birthday cards and letters and photographs and things like that in here. And this day I actually ordered a box from Amazon so that I could make my own sentimental box and have that up in the cupboard, and then I wouldn't have to keep things like birthday cards and all that just loose here in my nightstand. So I went through and took all those out and then threw away lots of trash. And then I had like device boxes from like old tablets and phones. And then after I finished my nightstand, and I'm also going to declutter my pajamas, which I keep in the bottom drawer. After I finish that, I'm going to take the tape residue off the front of my furniture set. So both nightstands and then my big dresser under the TV, they have tape residue on them. I had bought this set off of OfferUp for like $20. Somebody just needed them gone, and so when I saw that, I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna go get those. So I went to go get them, but they had them in storage for a while and they had been taped shut, so the tape residue did stay behind. I just never wanted to deal with it because I knew it was going to be a pain in the butt. So I have yet to take the tape residue off, but we are going to do that today and just wipe them down and do a little dusting on them. And these, you guys are probably gonna think I'm lame, but those were from a calendar that I bought, and the pictures are so beautiful that I've kept them because I am 1000% going to put those in picture frames. I just haven't done it yet.
Gone before you ever notice. Gone before you ever know. Gone before you ever know. Trying to think of something.
So now I'm taking the tape residue off, and I do end up using Goo Gone. It did make it a little bit easier, and I feel like it worked better the longer the Goo Gone sat on it. But yeah, I know it's not very interesting. I'm not a very interesting gal, but that's what we had going on in today's video. But don't worry, I'm not gonna bore you to death. I did do this to all 3 pieces of furniture, but I just showed you the one here. So it did come off and they look much better now. And then once I was done with the furniture, then I moved on to vacuuming and did a really quick vacuum. I love to vacuum. My house is basically a floor of dirt. I don't know, because every time I vacuum, I just pull out so much dirt. So it's always needed. I probably should just do it every day. I do it multiple times a week though, and there's a lot of dust. So I don't know, it's the way it is. But yeah, today was the first day back to school for the kids, so we did homeschool this morning and everything went really well. I was worried that the kids were going to be a little rusty, but they were surprisingly really good and they remembered everything and we were able to just pick right back up. But that does mean that the summer is over and I never got around to painting my bed frame. So I still am gonna do that. I don't know where the time went. Yeah, it just went by so fast. I didn't find time to do that, but I will get that project done. It's probably better to wait till it cools down anyways because I'm not trying to sit outside and paint it. And I don't love painting in the house. I know chalk paint's not that toxic, but like the top coat is, and so it'll be nice to wait till it cools down and then hopefully I can do it outside. Here is the box that I got from Amazon. It was a really nice box. The adhesive for the corners was really strong, and it also has a magnet closed lid, so I was really happy about that. And now my stuff has a nice little place of its own. That is going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. I really appreciate you all. If you are new, I would love it if you'd subscribe, and I will catch you guys back here next week.